All right, let's just jump right in. Picture this. You're sitting in a cafe, maybe somewhere busy like Dubai Marina. You see everyone on their phones, right? They're scrolling, tapping links, and they expect everything to be instant. If a page takes even a second too long to load, poof, they're gone. That expectation for lightning speed isn't just in Dubai, it's absolutely everywhere. And that's the new reality your website is up against. Now get ready for a number that's probably going to sound a little crazy. 27 seconds. Yeah. According to research, that's the average time it takes for a mobile web page to fully, completely load. 27 seconds. But here's the kicker. How long is someone actually willing to wait for that page? Just 3 seconds. That's it. After 3 seconds, a huge chunk of your potential audience is already clicking away. So you see that massive gap between the 27 seconds it actually takes and the 3 seconds people are willing to wait? Well, that's the danger zone. That's precisely where you lose customers before they even get a chance to see what you're selling or hear what you have to say. But you know, a slow website does a lot more than just annoy your visitors. There's another, much bigger player who's watching your site's performance very, very closely. And how they judge you has a direct impact on your entire business. And of course, that player is Google. So you really have to think of this as a two-sided problem. On one side, you've got the user experience, right? A slow site means frustrated visitors just leave. But on the other side, you've got your SEO ranking. Google has come right out and said it. Page speed is a direct ranking factor. So a slow site isn't just bad customer service, it's an actual penalty that makes you way harder for people to find. And it gets even more dialed in than that. We have to talk about something called mobile-first indexing. This is a huge shift in how Google works. Basically, it means Google now looks at the mobile version of your website first when it decides how to rank you. For all intents and purposes, your mobile site is your main site in Google's eyes. And hey, don't just take my word for it. This is straight from the horse's mouth. Google Search Central says Google now predominantly uses mobile versions for crawling and ranking. That's not a suggestion or a trend. That is the official rule of the game now. Let's just be super clear about what this means because it's so important. You could have the most beautiful, fastest, most amazing desktop website in the entire world. But if your mobile experience is slow, clunky, or just plain broken, your search rankings are going to sink, period. You just can't afford to ignore your mobile site anymore. Okay, so that's the problem. It's a big one, for sure. But the good news is it is absolutely fixable. The solution really boils down to mastering two things, two core pillars, making your website incredibly fast and making it exceptionally mobile-friendly. Let's tackle that first pillar, speed. We're talking about the biggest wins you can get. First off, compress your images. They're almost always the heaviest part of a page. Next, do some spring cleaning on your code. Get rid of scripts you don't need. Then, turn on browser caching, which makes your site load way faster for people who come back. And finally, build on a solid, lean foundation with lightweight themes. Every single one of these steps shaves off precious time. Now, for the mobile side, it's all about making things effortless. Ask yourself, can somebody read your text without doing that pinch and zoom thing? Are your buttons and links actually big enough for a thumb to tap without missing? Is the layout clean or is it a cluttered mess on a small screen? And here's a huge one. Is all the important stuff from your desktop site also on the mobile site? Because remember, if Google can't see it on the mobile version, it's like it doesn't even exist. So you're probably wondering, okay, but how do I know how my site is doing right now? Well, the great thing is you don't have to guess. There are some fantastic and totally free tools out there that will basically give your website a full checkup and a report card. Think of this list as your command center. For speed, you've got Google's own Page Speed Insights, or GT Metrics, which will tell you exactly what's slowing you down. For the mobile side of things, the mobile-friendly test gives you a quick pass or fail, while Search Console will find really specific errors for you. You can even use the tools built right into Chrome to see a live preview of your site on all different kinds of phones. So this is where it all comes together. When you fix these two pillars, your site speed and its mobile design, something really incredible starts to happen. You're not just avoiding penalties anymore. You actually create this powerful positive feedback loop, a virtuous cycle that just keeps feeding on itself to drive more growth. And this shows you exactly how it works. It all starts with speed. A fast site makes a person stay. Then, a great mobile design gets them to actually interact and engage with your content. That high engagement sends a massive signal to Google that, hey, people like this site. So Google rewards that good experience with better rankings. Higher rankings mean more visibility, which brings you more traffic, which at the end of the day leads to more customers. It all just connects. And look, this isn't just a theory. The research backs it all up. This quote from Backlinko really sums up our entire conversation perfectly. Websites that load faster tend to achieve higher search rankings and better user engagement. It's a direct line. Speed and user experience are directly tied to business success.
So we'll end on this thought. That first impression, those first 3 seconds, they're absolutely everything. The question you really have to ask yourself is this. Right now, today, what is your website's first impression costing you?